Welcome to Whiskey is a Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano, and this is the start of my whiskey journey. In today's video, you're going to see me attempt hosting a whiskey taste with my buddy Robert and his buddy Jeremy. Before I get into this, just to kind of give you a setup, I thought it would be kind of cool to introduce new people to whiskey. I just started drinking whiskey back in January of 2022, and I thought it would be cool to document this. So I picked up a bottle of Glenfiddich 12 single malt scotch, picked up a couple of American single malts, and thought, let's just go ahead and taste these and see kind of where they fall with people that don't have any experience with whiskey. If you're interested in this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more to come. If you know anybody that's in the whiskey community, go ahead and share this channel with them in the comments below. If you guys are familiar with any of these whiskeys, let me know your experience with them, your journey with them, and let's kind of get conversations going. Oh, and one last thing. I understand that some of the audio is blown out. Those issues are going to be fixed going forward. And then the camera is hunting at some times with focus. That will also be taken care of. So here's the video, and I'm going to jump back here in the end and let you guys know where we're heading next. The first one, Glenfiddich, is 12 years old, made in Scotland. On the nose, it's just very simple. Like I said, it's like right down home plate as far as what a single malt scotch would be. It should be sweet, fruity, maybe get some apple, maybe get some pears, and maybe get like a mild spice on the nose.
There is a sweetness.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like when you say sweet, there is a sweetness. Can you like try to define it?
It kind of gives me like a the rind of a orange or a grapefruit or a citrus or something.
Mm-hmm. Like when you're peeling and it's on your fingers, you're like, oh. And there's like a musty smell too. And I think maybe to me, maybe the mustiness is malt. I'm not sure. I can't pinpoint it.
What about honey? Are you getting honey in there or no? Do you smell honey?
I smell honey.
Yeah.
I smell like a raw honey from, like when you go to you buy the raw honey.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I smell, and the sweetness. But
so on the palate, how it tastes, it'll be just like the nose. So what you're getting in the nose, it'll be with the palate. Cheers, thanks guys for doing this.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Cheers.
And then again, we're just gonna kind of line them up and what you guys think your favorite is.
That doesn't smash you in the tongue.
No, it's an easy drinker. But this is just very narrow, very easy, very like smooth. It doesn't burn. It's not challenging. Scotch. And this is a single malt scotch. And then on the nose, again, we have the sweet fruit, the apple, the pears, the spice, and that should also possibly come through on
the spice.
On the flavor. You got the spice?
I get the spice.
I'm getting the spice now afterwards too.
Yeah. I get the spice afterwards.
Yeah.
After it's been sitting for.
Yeah. And the finish, that's what the finish is. It's very simple, but it's a little bit mild on the spice, and it could also linger with the other fruits. And if you think you would like to add water, typically what I would do is just put the straw in just a little bit, like that, and then just put like a little drop of water in it and see if it changes the flavors.
You know what? Hook me up.
There are water-soluble particles in whiskey and non-water-soluble. So typically if it's an oily whiskey, the water will mix underneath and then push all the oils to the top, and it will change the flavor profile in your mouth.
Yeah, that changed it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, that was a little bit different flavor, different taste. I don't taste the spice as much anymore.
Yeah, okay.
So it got rid of the spice flavor. But
Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It was a good thing.
Okay.
It was a little bit better without the spice in there because it didn't linger as long.
Okay.
So yeah, it was actually a little bit better. Actually liked it better with just a dab of water in there.
It did kind of
Change the whole.
chill it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you're diluting it, but
And then you can also add ice, and that will also change the flavor as well. And that's the beauty with whiskey. You just drink it the way that you want.
a little ice
Yeah, you
cube.
can try that too. It was interesting the way it changed just with water.
Like,
Yeah, it changed the profile a bit, not even dulled the spice down just a little bit more with being cold. A little bit of chill to it.
That's not bad. You know what?
Okay.
Flash of cold and then the heat
Yeah.
comes in.
So the next one, now we're comparing all these others to a Scotch and see if there's a difference and if you guys prefer single malt American Scotch based on what I had in my collection. There are numerous like craft distillers that are producing single malt American whiskeys, but these are what I had in my collection. So this is St. George. They started distilling in 1982 as opposed to 1820, what is it, 1824?
1880s.
1886.
6, yeah.
43 ABV. So as we're going up in strength. So we want to do something calm and then finish with something that will punch you in the mouth.
Okay.
So these guys, I think, started out as beer brewers, and then they got into whiskey. They started distilling in 82. So on the nose, baked apples, dried stone fruit. Stone fruits are like peaches and
You get the baked
nectarines
apple?
I got the apple.
Yeah.
I got
Like
the
an apple pie kind of thing going on there.
Nougat, milk chocolate.
I got milk chocolate in here.
Okay. Totally. Just now. Yeah.
See, he gets in my head and he does that.
Well, that's the whole thing I was telling you last time. Your brain has nothing to compare it to.
I don't know what I'm trying.
Right.
I don't know what I'm smelling.
So if you give a reference and then your brain can make that connection. Oh, I remember eating a Hershey bar in algebra because I couldn't do math, so I just ate a whole bunch of chocolate. That kind of gives you that association. So.
Definitely the apple.
Yeah, the
that
apple.
definitely stands out.
And then on the palate,
There might be a little chocolate on there.
think beer.
The apple for sure. Think beer.
Think
when
beer
I'm doing this.
when you take a little taste now. If you're not an IPA person, or maybe because for some reason I get like beer that may have sat in the car for a little bit, and then you kind of get that funk of hot.
That is a little skanky
hot
beer.
But rich maple.
Ooh, there's a smoky. Anything smoky in there?
If you get smoke, then you get smoke. There's nothing saying that it's not there. And then the finish is just dry. It like kind of dries your tongue out, and it's like.
This does burn ever so slightly,
Like
but
there's more ethanol.
I don't know if I'm building a tolerance or what.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you don't like that
I don't
one.
like that
I'm
one.
looking. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, 3 down.
Ooh.
Are you?
Go back for the smell.
Well,
Yeah.
I definitely get a lot of pear on
I'm
that
starting-
second come around.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of fruity on the
I
second.
can't go back to my first one.
Here, pour it.
No, I'm just. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, who thought there'd be a big difference?
There's
Yeah,
a huge
huge
difference,
difference.
huh?
It's fruitier, that first
Yeah.
or number
Well, you
2.
can still get some out of there. You can still smell your glass because there's residue in there. You'll still smell it.
Okay, yeah, I do. Hey, remember you said musty?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. There's the musty right
Yeah,
there.
like
I
that
got
malt-
the,
that
I got the
malt
musty
funk.
on the scotch.
Yeah, that was. I was like, what is that?
I was wondering if
I
it
got
was.
the chills now.
I wonder if it was my breath. I went into ruined
Because
it.
I can smell the musty now. Here, try that one.
Is that number 1?
That's number
That's
one.
the Scotch, the Glenfiddich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's some musty.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Delbach.
That actually-
Single malt, Tucson, Arizona, 46 ABV. Bright, whatever that means. So on the nose, it'll be bright. Ooh,
That is completely different.
fruit. I get peaches,
I was getting a little caramel.
caramel.
I was getting a
Okay.
little caramel.
This one smells really, really sweet, like candy sweet. Overripe fruit.
It is real sweet.
Yeah.
Like a Jolly Rancher kind of. That's what's hitting me, is it?
Got the, yeah, I still got the caramel because now it's in my head. Caramel.
Oh, yep.
And the distillery is right located by the Santa Cruz River. And I guess there's a spring there.
Oh, let's go. Maybe I'm wrong then, because that looks like Picacho Peak,
Yeah, it does.
the little mountain.
Uh-huh.
That's where the ostriches are. The ostrich farm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's Tucson, so maybe they just
It
threw
could be.
the.
It's
they
close
just
to
threw
Tucson, but not all the way down there.
Is that the southernmost battle of the Civil War? Was fought at Picacho Peak? Isn't
Yeah.
that the claim to fame there?
There was the only one battle in Arizona.
Are you a science teacher or history teacher?
It was the only battle of the Revolutionary War in Arizona. Did you not go to school?
And the palate, same as the nose. It should be stone fruit and caramel.
So did you say caramel first before you tried
So
it?
you get on that smell, right?
The first sip was definitely caramel.
And we're up to 46 ABV now.
See, you're carameled in my head now. I got caramel going.
That's a little stronger
Quit
too.
mind fucking 'em.
You are.
What is that movie?
man.
What is the movie where he's like, no, you really, oh, Dinner for Schmucks. Did you guys watch that?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
This one is definitely stronger.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yes, absolutely. This one needs a little water.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
And it seems sweeter, but more burny.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the burn's kind of killing the flavor.
How do they get the burn in there?
It's ABV, it's just alcohol. The higher ethanol that it gets, the more burning it will be.
Mm. Stone fruits.
Stone fruit, peaches,
And
plums.
sweet.
I need more water.
I'm going ice cube.
Unique, that's for sure.
And it's from Tucson. Tucson, Arizona. Is there a difference between cork and no cork?
No, just preference. Some people have a screw top, like not all Japanese, but the majority of Japanese go with screw tops instead of corks, and then some of the corks are artificial compared to
A natural cork.
between natural cork. So
But there's not something out there in the whiskey world that says, yeah, screw tops are garbage.
it's like a screw top wine.
Okay. I mean, that's all we drink here.
It's just like everything. If you like it, who the f cares what anybody else thinks? It's not in their mouth, it's in yours. So drink it the way you
Yeah.
like it,
That's right.
and that's it. So the next one, last one.
Yeah.
Balcones. Balcones started,
Balcones.
I don't know when they started, 2009 when they started distilling. This one is true grain to glass, so everything is done in Texas. Texas malt, Texas everything, distilled, bottled, everything. So on this one, we're at 53 ABV, so we've cranked it up quite a bit. So be careful of the burn. On the nose, this one should. This one has the common thread of ripe buttered stone fruit. Stone fruit seems to be common,
That's a common-
in a lot of these.
Yep.
Banana, pears, honey, rose water, and citrus.
Citrus.
Yeah. So ripe buttered stone fruit, banana, pears, honey,
I got the banana.
rose water.
Did you get that
I
banana?
got the
Oh yeah,
banana.
big time.
I
Yeah.
got the banana.
And maybe one of your nostrils are better than the other.
Is that a thing? Hold
Yeah, it could be. Depending on where you smell too.
on. Yeah. My right nostril's way better.
Smelling up high, smelling down low, going back and forth.
That's what I take my blow with, is in my right nostril.
That helps you out. Get you through the
Get you
day.
through the day.
It's a quick line to keep you awake all day.
That's it.
And then on the palate, lightly toasted bread, fresh butter, and marmalade. And this is burning. This is 53%. So this is 53 ABV. That's 40.
That's 40.
Oh, it definitely burns.
You can get that.
Oh boy.
It's like heat in the mouth, heat down the esophagus. Not good.
And it's on the left side of my throat. Got it on that one.
Yeah.
There's something there. I just can't identify what the flavor is.
Marmalade,
I don't know what a marmalade is.
butter, marmalade, like marmalade jelly, isn't it?
No, it's a marmalade.
that
It's
what
a syrup.
marmalade?
It's a heavy syrup,
It is?
like yeast. Yeah.
Okay.
It's from heavy syrup.
I smelled the banana.
Lightly
So I wonder if
toasted,
that just caught in my
lightly
head.
toasted bread. Are you getting like a yeasty, bready, toasty?
Wow, that burns like fire, doesn't it?
Yeah. I put like 2 things of water in here.
You get the bread if you let it sit for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
If you can let it sit for a little bit and you get the bread and then swallow, yeah, but then you get the burn.
Yeah, I got bread, and then burn, because I just let it go over my tongue and the roof of my mouth, and my mouth's on fire right now.
Any place that where I was holding it on my tongue is.
And then the finish, they're just saying that it's a long finish, and I don't know if it's a long finish just because it's
Because of the burn.
because it's the burn
You're trying to
or the
heal up.
ethanol, but burnt sugar, rich malt, wood flavors.
The wood. A little bit of a A little bit of the burnt sugar. More wood than burnt sugar.
See, now this time around, I would say this is like the second to last behind this one. That's not as nice as I had it the past 4 times, 5 times.
You know, the burn is considerable,
Yeah.
but it's not a bad one.
No?
When you put the water in it, the better.
Does it disguise
The water
the
made a
flavors
huge
at all?
difference.
I think the burn disguises.
Yeah, because right now my mouth is numb, even with the water in it.
I'm sidetracked.
You get it for a split second, and then it's gone, and then the burn takes over. So you can taste it just a little bit of the flavor, and then it goes away.
What do you think is your order of favorite to least favorite?
So this was my favorite. Least favorite. These two were tied for second, and then this one,
That one. So that would be
just like that. Yep.
yours. What about you?
All right, I'm going with this as my go-to. Could have been because it's the first one. But then number 2 is number 3 for me. That was the second one we tried. That's
so
number
was
3
your
for me.
Third. Which one was your least favorite?
Golly. I don't mind the Texas one.
Yeah. Do you put it next to your Glenfiddich?
If it didn't burn so bad, I might.
Well, it's your order, so you put them where you want.
Because I have 3, 4, and 5 all tied for second.
Oh, perfect.
That's how
Like
many-
you would be happy just reaching for any of these
I really would.
after this one.
Do I have a problem?
No, you do not.
Because
Yeah, we do. But
I drink any of that.
How about
I drink
this?
any. Oh yeah. See.
And they're all single malt.
Oh, see. I drank my first one all the way
it's not
down.
gonna change the flavor.
Can I do that?
Yeah, sometimes what will happen is it'll flatten everything and it'll just kill everything. Otherwise, this also might be a good blend. You never know.
Because they do this.
Yeah.
There's blenders.
Well, there are blenders, yeah. And they will take whiskeys from their warehouse or even they source it. And the majority of whiskeys drunk are blended whiskeys.
Drinked it.
Drinked. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers. This was fun.
It actually was really fun. I enjoyed it.
I know.
See, now
That's not bad.
I know.
And see that does that make me think? Golly, do I have a problem? Because
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
I could drink this.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could sip that.
And that's our blended whiskey for the night.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Yeah. Yummy.
I get like a tad bit of burn, a little bit of wood, a little bit of the smokiness from the tobacco. I haven't done the sweet yet.
I know it definitely dumbed down the sweet.
The sweet feels gone.
That's actually damn good. Who knew?
Isn't that fun?
So there you have it. Glenfiddich 12 took it for this tasting. As you can see, my next tasting, we're going to go ahead and go to Ireland. This is single malt. These are all single malt Irish whiskeys. I'm going to go ahead and invite Robert and Jeremy back to do the tasting. We're still going to put it up against the Glenfiddich 12-year and see what they prefer. And that's where I'm going to leave it today. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel. If you know somebody in the whiskey community that also might enjoy this, go ahead and share this channel. Post some comments down below. Let me know your journey, where you're at, what you guys know about these whiskeys or the whiskeys that we just covered. And I think that's where we're going to leave it. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hope you enjoyed this.